Hi, this is Joseph Williams, son of John Williams, and you are watching the Nerf Herder Council.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Nerf Herder Council. I am your host, JT. We are live on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, and we are also live on the Facebook page and YouTube channel of the Virtual Cantina Network. At least we will be soon if Facebook would agree with what I'm trying to do here. Merry Christmas, y'all. This is our Christmas episode, one of two this month. The following will be 2 weeks from tonight on December 17th, and it will actually be our 10th anniversary show. 10 years of this unbelievably crappy, goofy, nerdy show. Weird. Anyway, to finish out the rest of the intro, guys, as always, we're brought to you by Audible. Go to audibletrial.com/NHC for your 30-day trial and a free audiobook download. If you have not done so on either our YouTube page or that of the Virtual Cantina Network, please hit the like button and the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are notified every time we go live. If you'd like to get some awesome Virtual Cantina Network swag, just go to tpublic.com/user/virtual-cantina. And if you would like to get some customizable Nerf Herder Council swag, just go to shop.nerfherdercouncil.com. And guys, as always, the views of the Nerf Herder Council do not necessarily reflect those of the Virtual Cantina Network. And there's probably going to be some bad language on our show, especially tonight, given the movie that we are all about to watch. So without further ado, we bring on my best friend. And I don't know, would I be the elf to his Santa or vice versa? I'm the jolly fat one, so I'll go with Santa. So he's the elf to my Santa. Of course, he's my brother AJ. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Not too bad. I'm trying to get this stupid thing to share to the Virtual Cantina Network Facebook page, and it's not loading up for me. So if you have the ability to do that, that would be helpful. I don't know why.
Oh, we've certainly had our share of technical issues lately, haven't we?
Yeah. Oh man.
I
don't know what I said, but anyways. Yeah. So real quick before we get to tonight's topic, of course, we are doing a watch along of one of my all-time favorite movies. There we go. One of my all-time favorite movies. That would be Bad Santa. And for anybody who wants to watch along, you can rent it on Amazon. AJ found it on HBO Max, any number of places. We are going to be watching the regular version, not the director's cut or Bad Santa. It's the original. It should be an hour and 32 minutes long. So that's the one that we're going to be watching. So before we get to that, though, I did want to kind of get to something real quick here. For our family, today is it is a sad day. So it was 5 years ago today that we lost our cousin Marty. And I kind of figured, just wanted to talk about him just for a very quick second, nothing too lengthy because we want to get to the movie here. But yeah, he was about a year and a half younger than I am. I'm the oldest of four cousins. Our cousin Chris, his brother being the youngest. AJ is a few months older than Chris. And Marty was only 43 when he passed back during COVID, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And it was out of nowhere. Just brushing his teeth and boom, dropped down. It was really, an absolute capper of shit for, that whole COVID thing. By the way, guys, if I hack a lot tonight, I'm rocking some serious bronchitis. So when I laugh, I cough. So I'll be riding the mute button all night. So I apologize if I cough. But yeah, just wanted to mention Marty a little bit because he was definitely a character and a larger than life personality. And growing up, AJ and Chris and Marty and I were really, really close. And, Marty moved away to Dallas, but we still kept in touch and everything. And we were still really close and just really sad, man. 43 years old. Just that will forever to me feel so unfair,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it sounds like a weird tribute, but I think watching this movie, this is the sort of thing that would absolutely crack him up and have him cackling. So
I thought the same thing.
Yeah. I can't think of a better tribute on today than to celebrate him than just watch a dumb movie that has some really bad language and laugh our asses off, huh?
Yeah, this is definitely some Drake humor, I think. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely something to be right up Marty's alley. I know his favorite movie was Top Gun, so of course, he's awesome just for that. But yeah, this is definitely something that he would have loved. I don't remember like if we ever talked about him seeing this or not. So, but in either case, just wanted to say a quick, little blurb about our cousin because we love him and we miss him, and he was in a lot of pain. He had a really rare medical condition, and it was some weird. He was always in like constant pain and like 17 surgeries or something on his one
Hmm.
ankle, and at the time that they finally diagnosed his condition, they were like, yeah, people that have this generally only live about 10 years or something, and he was right about the 10-year mark. So it was kind of very, very ironic. What's up, Tommy? Good to see you, man. And so yeah, but very sad. But by the same token, um, we're blessed to have him. So with that, let's watch a funny movie. So like I said, guys, we are watching Bad Santa, and it is the regular version. So it should be an hour and 32 minutes long, and you can get it for free on HBO Max, or you can rent it. I rented it on Amazon. I actually own the director's cut, so thanks, Tommy. 5 years ago, but still sucks,
Hmm.
But yeah, so you can rent it or you can watch it on HBO Max for free. So if you're ready, AJ, I am ready. So
Yep, I've got the HBO movie presentation screen queued up, and I am ready to go.
all right, I'm at 0, 0, 0, 0 on mine. So we'll do the count of 3, 2, 1, play, and that will be our cue. Okay, you ready? What?
Yep, ready to go.
Hold on a second.
Wait,
Kimmy
whoa.
Cannibal, you've never seen Bad Santa. Oh my God, this is a Kimmy movie if I've ever seen one.
Please tell me you're watching along and not just listening to us.
Oh God, yeah, Kimmy, you got to watch this movie. It's awesome. It's hilarious. So, yeah. All right, you ready, AJ?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, do it, Kimmy. Let's go. All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
Nudity and smoking. I can't handle this. Shut it off. Shut it down.
It's like
Muppet Christmas Carol. Let's go.
it's like a Sarah McLachlan commercial right off the rip.
Right.
So first and foremost, I absolutely love this movie.
This has one of the most perfect introductions.
Yes. I know a lot of people that say this movie is too dark. They're like, that's not Christmas enough. That's just too dark. That's not how Christmas is. I'm like, well, that's why it's funny. That's the crux of the humor, man.
I think they did a great job of walking the line. Like, yeah, it's dark, but it still has, a good message to it. And it could have been like the guy is a piece of shit, but he's still redeemable. And it's not like this last second out of nowhere conversion. And yet you see it coming the whole time, but it doesn't mean that he's any less funny or like loses his edge. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and the thing that I like so much about this movie is that, and obviously we're going to give spoilers because we're watching it, but it's one of those things where, the guy's a slime ball and it has the happy ending, but it's only like kind of a happy ending. And he doesn't really stop being a slime ball. Like,
right.
So it's not goddamn bronchitis.
Yeah, we're both kind of like recovering or coming down with something. So apologies if we have to keep muting ourselves and things like that.
Yeah.
We're doing our best here, folks.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, he doesn't really get redeemed. He kind of, I guess. And I like how it's not like he starts out slimy and shitty, and then he sees light and becomes this like, perfect, like, just awesome citizen and father. Like, no. It's just this movie is just so funny. What's up, Kale?
We've already gotten to your wallpaper.
I know, right? This movie's so funny.
See, I'm such a nerd. One of the first things I noticed in these title cards is that they're using the same font that McDonald's used for years.
Of course you would notice that.
But yeah, as soon as the title comes up here, I'm like, how perfect is this?
Kale, yes, it is streaming on HBO Max. I rented it on Amazon. Throwing up in the alley. Nice.
Yeah, that is
I
incredible.
rented it on Amazon, Kale, and we're doing the regular version, not Batter Santa or the director's cut.
If that
So-
wasn't so dimly lit, that was going to be the thumbnail for this video.
That would have been awesome.
So quick time code, Kale, if you're just tuning in, I've got 1:28 and 20 seconds coming up right now remaining in the movie.
How are you ahead of me?
I don't know.
I just hit 120.
How the hell did Alex Borstein get a credit and that's the only scene she's in? She must have one hell of an agent.
Right.
This is very much has Family Guy been going on long enough that Lois was already a known character?
I think so. See him. I remember watching this in the theater, just pissing myself laughing.
Mm-hmm.
He's pissing himself. That's awesome.
Also considered this for the thumbnail, but again, wasn't sure if it was really YouTube appropriate.
Right. They do have some kind of big names in here, don't they? These little cameos. This guy's got his own sitcom.
By the way, this episode of the Nerf Herder Council is brought to you by Bell's Christmas Ale. It's a fine Scotch ale brewed and bottled by Bell's Brewery in Comstock, Michigan.
It's also brought to you by whiskey in a Deer Park water bottle.
Well, this would be Wild Turkey 101 right here.
There you go.
It's a long movie. I get thirsty. Great. Now everybody knows the code.
Yeah. Look at Toomey trying to troll the Browns. Titans may win, but Miles is getting that sack record, pal. Yeah, like I was saying, AJ, I think like so many people that I know have said, well, that's just too depressing. I can't watch it. Christmas isn't supposed to be depressing. I'm like, yeah, but how many Christmas movies are there that are just like the happy, oh, yay, Santa, like, oh, there's a cute story of a, maybe there's an elf coming to life or whatever, And I mean, don't get me wrong. Christmas Story is my all-time favorite Christmas movie by a long shot. And so I'll watch that and Christmas Story Christmas till the cows come home. But this is just such a nice change of pace.
I love that he managed to crush that many beers in like the 5 minutes that he had.
Right? Just like the sheer disappointment everybody around him has is so awesome.
God, do kids these days even get this reference? This is called a shopping mall. People used to buy things around Christmas in person at a store. I'm just gonna mouth the lines that I know rather than say them
Yeah.
out loud. I feel like we
This
should
this
know Marcus's wife from something.
yeah, this movie is so eminently quotable.
Mhm.
Especially like John Ritter and Bernie Mac. Oh my god.
You know, for better or worse, I don't think bars like this exist anymore either.
Oh my god, I know. When you find them, don't you just like you're like, okay, I'm getting drunk in here no matter what.
Oh yeah,
Like you can't go in like I'm gonna have one round. Like no.
no. It's like the pop-up Christmas bar at around the corner in Lakewood.
Yes.
I love that line. I weigh 92 pounds, you dick. I wonder how drunk we would be if we actually took a drink every time we saw him take a drink.
Oh god.
I think that's a drinking game with no winners.
Yes. Could you imagine? We should count it at some point just to see.
God, that'd be fun. I wish we still had a producer on this show. That's the sort of, monkey work we hand off to them.
Yeah. We're gonna drink and watch the movie. You count how many times he drinks.
Right. Miranda chiming in. We found that bar in NYC that looked like this bar. Absolutely. And I have yet to find a place that I can buy cabin still whiskey. But in New York City, we found a bar that did beer and a shot for $5.
Ooh. Cabin still whiskey.
Yeah, and our whiskey loving cousin told me that basically that shit'll make you go blind. So I thought it was pretty good.
Means you already have eyesight problems, apparently. Is it already on the wagon?
JT, time check.
I am at just past 121.50.
Oh man, yeah, you're like 15 seconds behind me.
So you're
I'm
what?
already
You're
at
10
Miami
minutes.
Beach.
So am I. So you're at what? 10 minutes and 10 minutes 35 seconds?
See, I think we were probably right at the same time. We just have like a couple seconds different cut because I got that HBO title card, maybe.
Wow, well, I should be ahead of you then.
I don't know. He's making a drink right now. Bartender
Yeah, I
just
just
came
saw that.
back. Is that where you're at?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're lined up. It's good.
Okay. Yeah, fuck. This movie fucking rules, man. I love this movie so much.
I love that he hit the camera with the bottle.
Right? And he's also like getting mad at the bar owner guy.
Yeah.
Here's where he's being a lecherous creep. Like it's so great. Oh my god. It's like the most Christmas movie ever. And of course, in the background of that scene, if you notice the two umbrellas, one's red stripe and one's green stripe, you got to keep it Christmassy.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. No.
Yep.
I just love the random corn dog. Like, what food would be funny for him to have in his other hand? A corn dog.
Right.
I've had mornings like this. How about you?
Tony Webster, I love that line. This had to have been a really fun role to play.
Right?
Dude, remember when Warren did
And
that?
we've seen this before.
No, my buddy Warren did that exact thing.
Yep.
Just the look of him.
The
I've
soundtrack
watched-
and the visuals are just perfect.
I know. Dude, I've watched this back to back with A Christmas Story, and it is like the greatest experience ever.
You've got to talk about some holiday whiplash.
Right?
All right. You're going to think I'm nuts for bringing this up, but we've gotten grief about this before with our take on Die Hard not being a Christmas movie.
Okay.
Is Bad Santa a Christmas movie?
Oh, without a doubt. The whole
I mean,
plot
it
is
takes
Christmas.
place around Christmas and involves a character thieving with Santa as his disguise. But is it about Christmas?
It's got Santa in the title, so this is a Christmas movie. Kimmy Cannibal? Since I miss answering machines.
Oh, rip John Ritter.
He's such a creep.
I love that. Like he looks terrible as a Santa, and then Willie's got clearly Caucasian elf ears. It's like they don't even care.
Yep. My gear. John Ritter's so great in this.
Dude, Marcus makes this movie.
Yep. Him and Bernie Mac.
Oh God, yeah.
It's so great. This is little friend.
I just don't know if a movie like this can exist anymore.
It does, and we're watching it. Fat sausage fingers.
I think we have our niche for comedy. Like we were just watching Office Space on Thanksgiving, and it's very much in this vein of like, I don't know. You can't like tell when a movie was made based on the type of jokes that are funny.
Yes. He's still yanking off another bottle.
I wonder how many mall Santas actually function like this too.
I know, right? Well, and oh, good.
This is great.
Yeah.
What kind of coaching did they have to give the child actors?
I know.
They know what kind of movie they were going to be in, especially Thurman.
Oh, dude. See, as you run down the list of characters, it gets funnier and funnier.
Thurman Merman.
Yeah, exactly. This is going to be the kind of frickin' mall Santa that my poor grandson's going to run into the first time.
Mm-hmm. By the way, you can tell this totally wasn't Arizona, because if you're going to wear socks with sandals, that's Ohio.
Right? Yeah. Check out this loser.
Man, this is the first time I've watched this on like a really like high def screen. It's just my laptop screen, but I had no idea he had that much snot in this scene.
Oh, yeah. It's bounced the fucking can off his head.
I love Draco Malfoy as a skater. I know it's not the same actor, but come on,
Right.
that's Draco.
Totally. This is not the TMV.
I love how he didn't bother to wipe off any of that chocolate.
Yep.
Wasn't this around the time, like right after Billy Bob split from Angelina Jolie?
Oh, I don't pay attention to that. It could
This might have been a little bit meta for Billy Bob. I don't know.
Yeah, right? This is one of my favorite lines. I loved a woman who wasn't clean. The interplay between these two is just so great.
Yeah, there's some lines in here that you just can't say anymore.
Kimmy, I told you this movie's amazing. Joseph Friend, good to see you. He says, Billy Bob is cool as shit. He probably told the kids, I'm going to be an asshole. Go with it. Candy Park.
Candy Park Guild.
Goddamn bronchitis. God damn it. Oh my God. This is the wrong time to have bronchitis watching this movie.
Right. Oh my God, he's smoking indoors.
That's old school. By the way, so if you did you ever watch?
That's how you know he's a bad person, kids.
Did you ever watch Gilmore Girls?
No.
I've seen a lot of it because Steph watches it. She loves it. Oh, this guy.
Speaking of Office Space.
Yep. Dude, I like the like Lauren Graham is the main character in Gilmore Girls, and I like to think that when she's not, working at the inn or doing mom stuff, that this is her second job, and this is like actually happening concurrently with
the shared
Gilmore
universe.
Girls.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's always so weird. Like, I mean, they're actors. It's their job to play different characters, but it's so weird when you identify an actress or an actor with a certain role and then they do something like completely different. It's like every time Patrick Stewart shows up on American Dad.
Yep. Or Jennifer Aniston in Horrible Bosses.
Yeah. I know one of your favorite lines is coming up here.
Yes, one of my all-time favorite movie lines.
We shan't be quoting that on this broadcast.
I will let everybody know when it's coming. Could I at least take this hat off? That is the best. All right, here comes one of my all-time favorite movie lines. Here it comes, Billy Bob Thornton's line.
Yep. We lost him. We lost him, everybody.
I'm gonna die. I swear to God.
Joke set it up, and the bronchitis took him. Sorry.
This is how it ends for me.
That's the end of this episode, guys.
With that, we'll wrap up shop. JT's death ends the show. We didn't make it to 10 years. Oh. Are you off your fucking meds?
All right, I am a little bit off from you on this, so let's get a time code here. What do you got?
2406.
Okay, we have different time codes. That's the problem. Because we weren't that far off. 2406 for me is just after Can I Take the Hat Off?
Interesting. Okay.
I love his fight strategy. You're short, you're low, you can grab his balls.
Yeah. How are we so far off? I just skipped 10 seconds, so.
No one's going to be able to follow along.
Yeah, but you were ahead of me by probably 10 seconds.
That's my favorite line. Although you might not be at it yet because we're out of sync now.
Oh, shit, Sage Terrace. That's what just happened to me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit ahead.
On my
Either we're also hilarious or we're also terrible because the way he talks in this conversation is like exactly how we would talk too.
Oh, dude, 100%. 100%.
See, the best part of this watch along is that it's been so long since I've seen this movie. Like the jokes are all fresh again.
I know. So tell me when you hit 105.
Oh, I'm long past that.
What do you mean long past that? I just hit 105.
I got 104.15 remaining.
104.15? What's happening on the screen?
He just learned that there's nobody else in the house. Just asked if they got a safe.
All right, I'm going to time this.
Just quote a line as it comes up, and I'll know exactly where you're at. This is great podcasting, by the way.
You're shitting me. Takes off the
I
mask.
want to know in the chat, like how many people are watching along, and 2 have seen this movie before.
All right, I just skipped ahead 10 seconds again. He's want milk and cookies? Should I fix you some sandwiches? Does your daddy have a car? How far ahead of you are that from that?
All right, I just jumped back a little bit then.
All right, back to the mall.
Are you seeing ankles right now?
Yes.
All right.
Well, I'm about to. How in the hell are you off?
Okay. The Luddite, Joseph Wren, sticking with DVD, not even Blu-ray. What is up with that?
Luddite, nice.
I never fornicated anybody.
Yeah. I like how he's magically all of a sudden sober.
Yeah. By the way, sorry, I had to do that, everybody. My mirrored camera was really bothering me. So now we're back to looking like left is left and right is right.
Little picket signs, little boards.
Dude, this movie makes me want to go back and watch Three's Company because I think I never gave John Ritter enough credit for how funny he is.
Dude, I got several friends who love that show and love John Ritter.
By the way, am I just too grown up now? I never really understood why candy canes are a thing.
I guess it's just like a tradition.
I don't like them. It's like candy corn at Halloween. There's just like terrible candy associated with various holidays, and
Hey, candy corn's
right
good.
there.
What's wrong with you?
It's right up there with those little chalk hearts or whatever that go with St. Patrick's Day. Or St. Patrick's Day, Jesus. Valentine's Day. Wow.
I was gonna say, like,
now I know the problem.
St. Patrick's Day? Yeah, exactly. Think of the wrong holiday. He's such a pervert, man. You promised no arcades.
Oh, the BMW is classic.
It's so good.
Wow. There are certain jokes that really like date the movie.
Right.
Referencing the Clinton impeachment.
Right. Must love all the mouth noises.
I actually am in this case because they're funny.
Yeah. Orgasms with large women. Space Wings. It's hacking.
I do apologize to all of our audio viewers out there. Watch-alongs really suck for you. Sorry, not sorry.
Bernie Mac is so damn funny. You ever watch his stand-up?
No, I got to go back and watch that.
Oh my God, is he funny?
I mean, you know he's funny because he's dead. I mean, all the great comedians just die.
Just die, right? Like, look.
Does Opal still have her wig on?
She just took it off.
Okay. All right, I think we're synced up now. How did they get it so wrong with the second one, man?
I've watched it recently, and it's not as bad as I remember it, but it still isn't great.
I feel like we've got a show in us just about like disappointing sequels, except you're going to fight me on a bunch of them.
Well, maybe that's a good
Just
episode.
one of them, because I would put Anchorman 2 in there.
Oh, that's a whole episode in of itself.
But you,
that movie is hilarious.
I lump it in with the long overdue Coming to America sequel. Yeah, no, you wrote a song with that title.
Wait a minute. I just noticed something.
What?
Thurman just asked for a stuffed elephant for Christmas. I never noticed he did that. And then
about that before?
No.
Yeah, that's why he picked it at the end. Oh, spoiler. Okay. Sorry.
Wow.
But yeah, between the fourth Matrix movie, the Bill and Ted third movie, Anchorman 2 is in my list. And Bad Santa 2. I don't know what it is, man. People try to do these sequels like way after they should have and just couldn't get it right. Okay, I've got to Google what this kid looks like now as a grown-up. No, phone, shut up. I'm not talking to you. It's also creepy because Gemini just tried to offer up an AI image if I could explain the child.
He gets so pissed at everything. It's great. And Thurman just doesn't give a shit.
What is it you have in front of sandwiches?
It's so bad. See, but the thing of it is, like, it slowly builds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he gets better and better, but he still stays slimy. Like, I think that's why it works so well for me. It just wouldn't be funny because you think the first half is hilarious and he gets to be a nice guy. You're like, oh man, but it never does that.
The stupid question, like he hands him a glass of oranges. Like, what's in it? Oranges.
Yeah, right.
For those of you wondering, this is what actor Brett Kelly looks like at age 32. This is Thurman Merman as a grown-up. He's still.
Oh God. Wow.
He's also probably more famous. Well, he's definitely more famous and has more money than we'll ever have in our lives combined, I'm guessing. So.
Oh, yeah.
I think by being this movie alone, he already accomplished more at this age than we have in our combined, oh God, almost 100 years on the planet.
Yeah. But we always said we wanted to get into acting, and we never did. That's an awesome fucking story. Dude, the juxtaposition of the purity of the kid and just the filth of Billy Bob Thornton is so great.
Yeah. I like to think in real life that they're still like really close.
Right?
This time of year especially, they probably text each other and be like, "Dude, Bad Santa was great, man."
They show up at events like dressed as their characters.
There are certain lines that I forgot about this movie.
That's sawed off.
I love the way he caps off this monologue. Every single motherfucking thing about you is ugly.
Right? Oh, is this where the woman and the kid approach him?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good. He just screams at her with lettuce flying out of his mouth.
The hardest thing for me about this movie is that I identify a little bit too much with his character. I've had moments like that where I'm like, you know what? I feel that. I feel that right there.
Right? Just looking.
This is exactly where you date the movie. What is the current generation of video game console when this movie was made?
Yeah.
Was this pre or during the Bernie Mac show on Fox? Because that little bit of a monologue, I see a sad future, like that is so Bernie Mac right there.
Right? Totally. I like how he just steals the kid's shit.
Yeah. He never even identified himself as security or anything. He's
Right?
just like, I'm a guy. I'm
Yeah,
talking
right.
to you.
Yeah. Happy Kwanzaa.
I gotta say, like, child actors aren't always the best. Thurman does a great job.
Yes. Well, it's the complete lack of emotion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you could see the explosion about to happen.
Rage quit before that was even a term.
Yep.
He was trying not to laugh. You can totally
Right?
see it.
Right? He's shake his hand.
Oh, this is the boss from Enterprise Rent-A-Car from Ted. You could have my life. I met the Tom Scare.
Yes, me and Scarrett.
Please tell me they're doing another season of that show, by the way, because that was amazing.
That was great.
Okay, yeah. Again, something that like exactly shows what the age of this movie is. Like the infomercials on TV.
Right? God. Remember when those were all the rage, those TV ads?
Mm-hmm. The Ron Popeil pasta maker.
Oh, God.
Wasn't
Ron
he the one that also had
Popeil.
that like spray paint that was supposed to cover bald spots?
Yep. Well, no, I don't know if it's him. I remember the stuff, but
You know, with the amount of times that this drink shows up in this movie, I really should have shopped differently today. I should have had myself a
screwdrivers. Yep.
screwdriver, or I really hate screwdrivers though. Tequila with orange juice though, that's where it's at. But I could never eat a whole one. Sorry, what?
It takes us the totally wrong way. It's just always so.
Oh, she caught the feels.
Yeah, it's just like the bridge between Thurman and Willie.
Mhm.
You know, it's like she gets into the slimy side, but she's also like the good, like nice girl in a way. Yeah, I'll call you.
Here comes the soundtrack to save the rest of the scene. Love
Yep.
it. I've always wondered how they filmed this, by the way. I've seen this shot in a couple of movies where, you know, it follows the face of the character as they're falling or something. Like, do they have to actually fall? Because it looks painful.
I wondered about that too.
By the way, quick sidebar about advent calendars. So this year's Star Wars Lego advent calendar is themed all around droids. Now, I did
Okay.
not know this, but the first ever appearance of Babu Frick in Lego form is in this advent calendar.
Really?
Now, the rest of the calendar, though, is all focused on droids. You're not going to get a Luke Skywalker or a little X-Wing or any of the stuff that you would expect from Star Wars. You're just going to get droids and stuff related to droids. But you get the first ever Babu Frick. Is this a good year or a bad year for advent calendars?
Huh. I mean, you can't go wrong with droids, and you do get a Babu Frick.
That just seems weird, though, to be like, not a single stormtrooper, nothing. It's just, here's a Gonk droid, here's a mouse droid, here's a C-3PO with red eyes.
For God's sake, it's gonna sting a little bit.
Yeah. I think we've all done this in our own refrigerator, right? Like we woke up the next morning and be like, oh crap,
Yes.
I ate all that. I mean, as long as we're memorializing relatives, favorite quote from our father. Who the fuck eats an entire sleeve of saltines? Sleeve of crackers.
Walking in, it was
They were
fucking
saltines.
awesome. Yes. Who the fuck eats an entire tube of crackers?
Yeah.
I wasn't even questioning that. I was like, yeah, that you ate them all. It's like, wasn't like telling me I was full of shit or anything. He just kind of didn't say, he didn't believe me or nothing. He was just, you could see that realization of who the hell does that?
Right. So again, for the kids out there on this watch along, people used to work in offices. They used to go to work instead of log on from home. And those deep fake things that were largely off-white, those used to be computer monitors. They used to be that deep. Yeah. I love the idea that this guy's getting his fucking toenails done. All right, so this is what brings it all full circle into our sci-fi podcast, because this guy played Neelix on Star Trek Voyager. That's Star Wars adjacent, so I think it's still relevant to the general theme of the virtual.
He's like an alien, isn't he?
Yeah. Actually, see, this was 2003. Oh, this is post Voyager. Wow, he was like actually kind of famous by this point. You know, I can't root for this guy anymore. He doesn't like sandwiches. Who doesn't like sandwiches?
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, I get it. I'm like, because bologna and salsa. Oh my god.
The story sucks anyway.
Someone messed with it.
See, candy corn sucks.
No, candy corn is great. I love it. They can't all be winners, now can they?
This episode of the Nerf Herder Council brought to you by Ellicottville Chocolate Cherry Bomb. It is an amazing imperial stout with cherries. Based out of Ellicottville, New York.
Can't you? The Saints are so good. What can I say? That pained face drinking this.
Yep.
Oh,
Is
my
that
God.
Metamucil I think he was mixing up there?
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of feel bad for this bully actor because really, like, he is so Draco adjacent. He was just a few years too old.
Right.
Did you see that? I'm pointing at this monitor over here. Anyway,
I was just gonna say.
one of the bullies had the upside down visor. Like, I'm gonna wear a visor backwards and upside down.
Yeah, that's a little, like you said, dating it, whatever. Part of it.
By the way, I don't know enough about the Christmas or Advent story, whatever it is. What is this talking walnut thing that keeps coming
I
up?
don't know about that either.
It's like a Veggie Tales thing.
No, he kicked my ass. See a bitch. Went to the bathroom on mommy's dishes. I'm telling you, watch this back to back with a Christmas story. It's like you could do it either way you want. Like you watch a Christmas story, and then if you want a good laugh, you know, like just dark hearted laugh, you watch this, or you watch this and you're like, I need a shower. Then you watch Christmas Story.
Where's my palate cleanser?
Yeah.
I love that he's got cigarettes stashed in there.
Right.
Also, does anybody have any clue? Tech question. There are so many times on the show where I say something, an entirely different word, and all of a sudden my system volume changes. I do not know that there are any voice commands for Windows whatsoever. So how the hell is this happening?
Why? Where would I find such a man? Why am I asking you? Why are you bringing this up to me? You know I don't know anything.
Oh, I'm just announcing it to whoever's watching because I'm out of ideas. I've Googled it. I've chat GPT'd it. And yet thrice in this podcast alone, I've said something and all of a sudden
watching the movie.
Goes up or down. I'm not doing it. That's what I'm saying. Like I say something and all of a sudden
watch the movie
where my system volume changes. It's distracting. Off. What's one point?
Chinese menu.
This
is prix fix.
I don't even know what that means.
I think it's prefix.
Okay, this is a bad movie for a watch along because you want to quote it, but you know we're not allowed.
Exactly. We did warn people that there's going to be cursing on the show.
Well, yeah, but when Marcus is the one saying things about little people, we can't say it.
Well, that's true. He's sleep coming up the damn escalator.
By the way, I'll tell you a little family insider knowledge. You dodged having to go see Wicked with mom, so good for you. But at the same time, that very night was also puppy pictures with Santa. So we got to see and introduce ourselves to a whole bunch of amazing guys and girls.
I keep meaning to get the dog's pictures taken with Santa. Dude, this is like, what would you do if you saw this in person? This Santa absolutely like decimating the whole like set. Would you be one of those people that's just filming things, or would you actually like?
I mean, now of course, yes, it would be all over every social media platform on the planet. But oh God, if you were like, if you had a kid in line right there, how would you explain this? I don't know.
I love this. I love you all this.
It's a matter of physics.
Leonardo da Vinci. He just drops him.
I love you called him a guinea.
Right?
It just did it again. Whatever I just said, my volume just changed. Yeah, I'm purposely talking over the lines that we can't quote.
That might be the best exchange in the whole movie, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, this is the miracle of this movie, though. This movie is so dark. I mean, this very scene kind of exemplifies it, and yet there's still like an upward trend, right?
Isn't that weird? It's so good. It's written so freaking well. See, I tried to save an F-bomb.
I think we said this before. To write a quote dumb comedy, it has to be really intelligent. Like there's continuity here. Like you just picked up on the fact that he asked for a stuffed elephant, and then he changed the color of the elephant, but then he wanted a gorilla because he was upset about being bullied.
Yep.
And then he's gonna write the note. Yeah, so he writes the note, hands it to him right here.
Bag Santa up.
Right.
See, like right here is a perfect example. He's gonna kill himself, but instead he decides to live so he can go beat up a bunch of like teenage kids for bullying Thurman.
Right. Like, oh, he had a change of heart. He wanted to live. Yeah. No, he just thought he just knew a teenager needed his ass kicked.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're right, and it's like all of the best, like, at least to me, like, you know, quote unquote dumb comedies, there is a certain intelligence to them. I mean, it's not about just writing a stupid joke and moving on. Like, there's a through line of actually, like, it ties into the story a little bit, like, use of language, even something vulgar like this,
Even that, like he's like, turn the corner. What? You cheats now? Like,
Yeah. Right? I mean, that is a perfect example. He's, like, having, like, an epiphany, and yet they throw in this joke about him, banging large women. Like, you know what I mean? Like
and yet his epiphany was, yeah, I beat up a teenager today.
exactly, exactly. Many, many fucking years of therapy.
By the way, one of the best traits you can do as a character trait in a movie is have a cigarette hanging out your mouth in a shitty fashion.
Right?
Like that's everything you need to know about the character. As soon as you got a cigarette like this, you just know exactly who you're dealing with.
Well, it's funny because I had Die Hard on my tablet today while I was working, and it's funny you mentioned that because, like, when Hans gets caught by, McClane, and he's trying to do the American accent, and he gives him a smoke, the way he's holding it, I'm like, "That guy doesn't smoke." That's
Yep.
how I would hold the smoke, like, you're trying not to burn your face or your fingers, like
How does he hold it? Does he hold it like a joint? Like, right?
it always cracks me up.
Oh, that is a word you cannot say anymore.
Yes. I could just boots him in the balls.
Right. I know this is his first move. Still works in wrestling.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Sneaky little prick.
I know this like stupid little kick fight here at the end.
this is this is so great.
Oh, I'd love to say I haven't been here, but
What, dead? Almost dead in a recliner, or walking in on someone almost dead?
I've done a wellness check or two, yeah.
Oh goodness. Oh granny.
Oh, great. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Checking.
Right.
This is what? Phyllis Diller, right?
Phyllis Cloris Leachman.
Oh, Cloris Leachman. Okay. Look, they're
Phyllis
kind of
Diller.
synonymous, aren't they?
Oh no, they're not. Not at all.
I'm gonna Google both of them. Actually,
Lord. I'm gonna go let my cat out of the room.
okay. Also, I'm not that far off because Phyllis Diller survived for 9 years past this movie.
Okay, that's not the point. As huge Mel Brooks fans, you should know Cloris Leachman when you see her. She's in a bunch of our favorite stuff.
Yeah, but honestly, I thought she was too old to be in this movie. So
well, it's not like she looks.
person.
She doesn't exactly looks like she's in her 30s in this movie.
I mean, if we're into factoids, they basically lived about the same number of years.
So we're having an emotional moment in the movie, and you're busy trying to compare Phyllis Diller and Cloris Leachman. This is
Well, one was
how we
94 when she
lasted
died,
10
one was
years.
95 when she died. So, and they were only born 7 years apart.
Dude. All right, I'm letting Bubba out. He's screaming too much.
Jesus, at least put me in solo mode, dude. Come on now. Oh, God. I'm not even the guy in the solo mode. This is why we need a producer. Also, I just turned up my volume again. This is what I'm talking about. This show is totally off the rails. Okay, clearly I don't pay enough attention to this movie because I completely missed the wooden dildo joke.
I think wooden pickle's almost funnier.
I mean, I think it was intended as a wooden pickle, but he wasn't wielding it like a pickle. I forgot it takes this long into the movie before he puts that together.
I know, right?
There is such a subtext here that, yeah, you don't pick up on this stuff because you're too busy laughing at the jokes. But he just said, like, for the last couple of years, like his own parents didn't even bring him presents.
Yeah. See, it's like,
yeah, now it hits you in the feels.
Yep.
It completely changes tone.
Well, and dude, and isn't it like perfect that, again, the juxtaposition of everything? It's like he's so expressive and Thurman is not at all. Like if you actually had a kid trying to act and be like, I just thought we might be, it would just wouldn't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like he better as the awkward kid.
Yeah.
Okay, Kimmy, she's Jack Black's girlfriend in The Office. That's a sentence of nouns that I don't understand. Sorry, I haven't watched The Office. I didn't know Jack Black ever appeared there. So whoever his girlfriend was, I don't know who you're talking about.
I didn't know Jack Black was on The Office.
Yeah, we have some major blind spots in our pop culture knowledge.
Well, see, so basically, Kimmy's saying that we need to watch The Office, and we turned her onto Bad Santa.
Please
so
do not make me. So you can always tell when like something really stupid is going to happen because the soundtrack kicks in. Well, I forgot he keeps calling him Small Fry.
Yep.
By the way, if you think that this scene wasn't playing through my mind a couple weekends ago when mom asked for a jump start in her own garage, yeah.
Why would you say that? That is a horrible thing to say.
Oh, not on purpose. But I'm just like, how can this go wrong? Let's think of the ways.
Yeah, see, even Kimmy knows Cloris Leachman. See? Oh, okay. Cloris Leachman is Jack Black's girlfriend in The Office. Okay. Thank you, Kimmy. And by the way, Kimmy, I think that's 100%
did a stint on
accurate.
The Office.
I don't either.
Has anyone else ever made popcorn strings, by the way? Because I remember doing that in elementary school and hating it. It's so tedious. I love it. It's a gel cap.
That's the one I love. The medicine. It's a right in front of the kid. And look at that Charlie Brown ass Christmas tree.
Yeah. Sorry, this is a joke for the boys. We've all been there, right? We've all done that.
I mean, Lauren Graham's never been in my living room, so no.
Oh, fair point. Yes. I was way off base. Does this qualify as a mugging? I mean, they are hanging literal stockings, though. So that's, I'm pretty on point. By the way, this being our Christmas episode, so to speak, I'm going to ask you, JT.
Okay.
Do you have your stocking?
If I pulled back my green screen, I hang it up on my shelf down here in my man cave every year.
The stocking that Mom literally sewed.
The very one.
Our mother is an amazing human being, and yes, we both have our stockings that she made for us.
Yes.
So yes, our stockings are hung with care every year, as made by our mother.
Hung with care. Nice. I like how it messes up that one and just kicks it.
Mm-hmm.
See, and here's like another emotional moment. He accepts the sandwich.
Mm-hmm. It's weird that that's like a big deal, but yeah. One thing I love about this, like I can imagine if this exact script was handed to a studio, like even 5 years on, there'd be Subway in this.
Right? Product placement.
Right. Like, oh, you're going to talk about sandwiches that much? Well, hey, we know someone who makes sandwiches.
It's kind of funny that there's not product placement besides like that little mall scene, considering the fact that they did get like some big name actors for quick little cameos and stuff, you know?
Were they big name at the time, though?
By the way, they just mentioned Kwanzaa again. Why did they bring up? Why is there multiple references of Kwanzaa?
I don't know. That's interesting. I never picked up on that before. So for the kids in the audience, that is what is called a keypad. It's what the digital screen, touchscreen that you interact with on your phone was meant to emulate.
This movie can't be that
this
old.
Is called a shtick. It becomes a running gag if you tell the same joke multiple times in the same episode.
This shit can't be that old. What year did it come out? 2003. How was this movie 22 years old?
Exactly. There are people of drinking age that weren't born when this movie came out. So if you think I'm stupid for, explaining what a keypad is, It's taking me this long into the movie. Are they sweaty in like every scene?
Dude, it look like it. I don't know if that's like so for Billy Bob Thornton, you would think it would be purposeful, right? Because he's
Yeah.
drinking all the time and everything. Like, but is it for Marcus too? Like, are they just supposed to look grimy? Like, I mean, but Marcus doesn't look like it nearly as much as Billy Bob Thornton, but and honestly, he is wearing that
Also,
damn Santa suit,
yeah,
which is hotter than hell.
yeah, yeah. I think it's kind of a character trait.
Yeah.
But I gotta think like, okay, so you were asking about this movie and all the famous people they got in it. The soundtrack is basically public domain. It's all classical music. This might be a lot lower budget than we think. Or if not, all the money went to getting the cast.
But
I mean, there's not like
I mean,
special effects or anything. What are they spending money on besides paying people to be in it?
doesn't that make it kind of awesome though? It's got like nice
Yeah.
classical music, you know. Again,
Well, right here.
this movie is a series of juxtapositions, you know.
And they got Beethoven's Ode to Joy intercut with a guy chopping down a mannequin and a dude cracking the safe. You could just be like, oh, F-bombs and a drunk Santa. Oh, it's a funny movie. Nah, you got to know what you're doing to craft something like this.
Well, exactly. If you think about it, it's like it's not like, you know, like the Scary Movie series when there and then there's a, you know, like another teen movie, all that stuff. That's just taking somebody else's movie and making a joke about it, moving on. Like, okay, like you and I could do that technically, not as well because we're not professional writers, but I mean that's really all it takes.
Mhm.
But to write something like this, you know, like I said, like as you watch it, you're actually noticing things and going, oh, like this ties back to that, or oh, look, there's that little moment, and you know, like right from the outset, like I said, you know,
Here we go.
it doesn't go in that typical pattern of, yeah,
He's like, wait, purple. Okay.
yep,
Hold on a second. No, he said he didn't want purple. Like he remembers. Yeah.
yeah. See shit like this, but yet he's never 100% like a good guy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
So, yeah, we're gonna rob this place blind, and I have no moral quandaries about that, but I got to get this stuffed animal for the kid.
yeah. Stoic dead.
Transit sick Gloria? I didn't know Gloria was sick.
I was just about to say that. More butt effing.
Isn't it weird? Like he's not a guy you're supposed to root for, but by the time this point comes up in the movie, you're like, I really don't want anything bad to happen to this guy.
See, but I wouldn't go that far. That's why I think it's crazy. Like, it doesn't go the whole arc.
Well, it doesn't go too far, but also at the same time, I never questioned that Marcus would shoot him.
Yeah. The fucking kid.
Oh my God. Wow. The cameo from the America's Most Wanted guy.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like they get all these crazy cameos, man.
That's just okay. I want to know how that kind of a scene happens right there. Like, was that like a frame by frame cut where there was like, okay, there's a frame with Billy Bob Thornton's head right here, and then we're going to immediately cut to the exact same shot where he's out of it and we explode the wall. Because I can't imagine there was a pyro in the wall right behind his head, right?
Right. Well, but that could be one of those things that like in the behind the scenes, like, oh, like I didn't know it was going to be behind me, and
Right. I love that he steals a freaking car just to deliver the stuffed animal.
Yep. Well, and again, I'm going back.
And
to
then here we
my,
go
my
back
wor-
to the classical music. Isn't this the first? This is the opening credits music, isn't it?
I'd have to go back and look. You might be right. You're better at that than I am. I was just thinking that, like, dude, like again, I'm coming back to my word of the episode, juxtaposition.
Yeah.
It's like this. The guy's getting blown away with this beautiful, elegant music, like in front of kids.
You're watching his dad get mowed down by the cops. Yeah.
Right.
And this death crawl.
Yep.
I don't mean to laugh, but like, what a weird, fucked up scene, right?
Well, and again,
But
it's
it
one of
ends
the
on
things
this
that
like
makes this
hopeful, like optimistic note of the soundtrack. Like, yay, everything's good. And then the blood stains.
wasn't too much blood on it. It's so good. Blood doesn't matter.
Oh, that's a double meaning. Because he's not family with the kid, but blood doesn't matter. See, that's how it dates it. It would be LOL these days.
Exactly.
Or rip skull emoji.
Yep. More fucked up than Rodney King. Good Lord. Sensitivity counselor. This is Santa's sister. Brute face mail order one. Little 1812 overture there. God, this movie's good. All right, so there we go. John Ritter's last movie. How about that? That's crazy. John Ritter's last movie, and it was this, of all things. Such a distinguished career, and yet Bad Santa closes the chapter.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
Well, I just
the last
gotta
minute I've been talking and I, was muted, so no one heard me. Anyway,
Well, there you
I
go.
was saying like you could tell at the time the movie was made because as to my recollection, no one ever sold that T-shirt at the end. I think maybe it's time for someone to sell that T-shirt.
You're not wrong. By the way, Joseph Friend wants us to dress up like that. So we got a couple things. Joseph Friend says, back for more. What's it going to take for you guys to dress up as Bad Santa and the kid for Halloween? I would have to be the kid because I'm the fat one. So I would.
But I'm
would
the
shave
younger
my-
one.
Yeah, but you're the skinny one.
I mean, Tim Allen put on a fat suit for Santa Claus. So
Well, how am I
going to
play this? Okay, but see, you can go fat. I can't go skinny. So I have to. It's just like Fat Thor and Loki, dude. We've done that.
Okay, that's true. You're better at being fat, and I'm better at being the miserable drunk. It's true. Yeah. Okay.
There's many different things to unpack there.
Right.
By the way, Kimmy Cannibal, she says, great movie. Kimmy, I am so by the way, Kimmy has been cutting my hair for like a decade. She's fucking awesome, and I love her, man. She has a very dark sense of humor like we do.
Kimmy. Okay.
And Kimmy, I'm so surprised you haven't seen it, but you are right. It is a great movie. And the one thing I will say is that, like, I understand why people would say, as we talked about earlier, oh, it's too dark. It's, I can't have that in my Christmas stuff. But it does surprise me a little that people can't let a little bit of humor of this sort into the Christmas holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's almost like it's like gag gifts. It's like a gag gift of a Christmas movie. Is it dark and kind of like, yeah, but I mean, you can still have some humor around Christmas, right? Especially something like this.
Am I reading into it too much to say that this is kind of a subversive modern take on The Grinch Who Stole Christmas? And I did not prepare this ahead of time. It's just a thought that just occurred to me. So this is a very poorly researched opinion. But I mean, you have this guy who hates and doesn't care about Christmas. And
AJ, hold your point. Hold your point. Eddie Congdon, love you too, bro. Great to see you, man. Miss you too, brother. We'll see you probably next year. We'll figure out sometime to hook up. You don't got to put it on screen. That's a personal comment.
Well, it's weird when you're responding to something that no one knows what you're talking about. So anyway.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Anyways, go ahead.
But yeah, so a crusty adult who apparently doesn't care about Christmas or the meaning thereof was made a better person because he met a kid. So the Grinch and Cindy Lou Who. I think that's kind of what we're talking about here with, I don't remember a fuck me Santa moment for the Grinch, but it's kind of the same story though, right? Like, you get a guy who hates Christmas and he ends up being okay with it because a kid made him better.
Or
am I just like trying to like tie too perfect a bow on this and paint this as a better movie than it really is?
No. I mean, I could see where you might get a little bit of that out of this. I can't say a lot, but the Grinch does go from Grinching.
You can tell we've been doing this long because you're like, I want to say you're fucking stupid, but how do I phrase this in a way that doesn't completely shut down your point?
No, because look, dude, I mean, come on, dude, you're the intelligent one on the show. And I'm like thinking, I'm going, in a way.
AI does agree with that.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be great, by the way. Our next episode is, dude, anyway, we'll talk about that right at the end of the show. But anyway, I mean, you're not wrong. I don't think you're all the way right, but I think there are elements of the Grinch story, I guess. I would just like to offer that one of the things that makes us one of the dumbest shows ever created is the fact that we are now trying to, theorize on the fact that, Bad Santa might be related to one of the greatest Christmas stories ever told, for children. Or for anybody, the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Yeah, we are.
I'm sorry. I did not mean to smarten up the show. My bad.
Yeah.
Just sit here quietly until I say at Drake Adams 579.
So Kimmy Cannibal says, is Terrifier 3 a Christmas movie? Y'all could do that next. We have done Terrifier.
I'm actually bummed. I thought that was going to be like the next Saw, where like every year there's a new one. I wanted some Terrifier this year. We not get a Terrifier.
Well, the next one's the last one. But yeah, Kimmy, we've done. When did we did Terrifier at some point, didn't we? If we haven't, we're definitely doing.
We totally did. We did Terrifier 3. Yeah,
that's what I thought. Yeah. Now, Kimmy, we did do. If you're looking for a Christmas movie that's not nearly as like horrifically gory as Terrifier 3, I believe it was last year, we did Violent Night. It's cheesy and silly and just awesome. So you could check that one out. It's got the guy from Stranger Things in it. So
yeah. So last October we did Terrifier 3.
Okay. I thought we did it. Okay.
Yeah. The show is called Terrifier 3 Review. As far as Violent Night, again,
that was our Christmas episode last year. I'm almost positive it was. If it wasn't, it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, Joe was on that show, and that was Christmas Eve of 2023.
Wow. Where's all the time go? I guess that's how we reached 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. You get old and you lose track of time.
Man, oh man.
That was actually the hardest thing. So peeling back the curtain, as we like to say.
Yes.
This because the next episode is our, I can't believe this, decade celebration of the Nerf Herder Council. This had to be our Christmas show because those are the only 2 slots we have in December. It was so hard coming up with what to do for a Christmas episode because all of our favorite Christmas stuff that is at all relevant to this show has already been done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad you came up with this watch along because we were like, oh, shit, we've done like Presents and Coal for Lucasfilm. We've done The Violent Night. We've talked about A Christmas Story, like all the things that we love about Christmas that are anywhere relevant to our show. We already did. And then you came up with Bad Santa. I was like, oh, thank God. Okay, yes. Let's do Bad Santa because we love it and we haven't talked about it yet. So this was the perfect format. Yep. Thank you.
Well, and it's also, like you said, you hadn't seen it in a while. And when we were getting Thanksgiving ready, it was on, it was on the television. I think my stepson was watching it, and I was kind of in and out, like, God, I haven't watched that in a while. And then I thought, we haven't done Bad Santa, and I absolutely love this movie. It's one of those things like, wrapping it all up. It's like, there's more to it than just the stupid humor, the dark humor. I think you and I, as you mentioned earlier, our sense of humor kind of leans into things that have that intelligence to it. Whenever I describe our sense of humor, the way that we were raised, I always tell people that, and this is honest to God's truth, I'm not just pulling names out of the air. We were literally raised on the steady diet of the Marx Brothers and Mel Brooks. So, and let's face it, Mel Brooks has a lot of intelligence to his stuff too. But, when you're talking about things like, subversive kind of war commentary movies, but framed in terms of comedy, like Duck Soup by the Marx Brothers, in 1938 or whatever the hell it was. Night at the Opera or Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein, that's the kind of stuff that we grew up on. Like a ton of puns, a lot of wordplay, but then a bunch of fart jokes and obvious, like, it's, yeah, see, Eddie's nailing it. He says, Bad Santa is one of the funniest, most inappropriate movies involving Christmas ever. I love it personally. Yeah, I mean, Eddie, I'm with you. That's one of the reasons that, I love this movie. As I said, there are so many movies, if you're getting into the Christmas spirit, that you could just watch. I mean, the list is endless. But if you want to kind of have like stay in the Christmas spirit, but have that kind of, fart joke kind of laugh, like this movie does that.
Yeah.
But I don't, and the one thing I will disagree with, as I mentioned earlier, so many people think that this movie is so dark, and so I can't get into it because Christmas isn't like that, and it's like it bums me out, like, but it doesn't take the darkness to a level where it's just, it's not Human Centipede 2, where it's like I'm going to just, Well,
Now I'm trying to
but I
picture
mean,
what that Christmas movie would be. No, I don't want to picture that. Don't
let's not do that.
don't you
but
put
you know
that
what
evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Right. Yeah, like I mean, it's not like that where it's just I'm gonna go dark and then keep digging deeper and deeper and deeper. It's like, no, it's dark, but they do have those lighter moments and stuff like that. So it's, it's that, I keep using the word dark. I don't know how else to phrase it. I hate repeating words, but
it's
you know what I'm
dark
saying.
humor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dark humor.
Jokes are all based around, oh my God, no one's allowed to say that.
Yeah, but then there is the Christmas spirit in there.
Mhm.
And there is like, redemption in there. And I again, it's written very well. It, like you said, at the end there, when he's looking at the elephants and he's going, oh, which one was it? Like it does tie back to two things that Thurman had said, and it's like little things like that in the middle of a movie like this, I think is why it's so good. You can't just say, well, that's too depressing, I can't watch it. Like, no, you can, because you'll still get that Christmas spirit. You'll just also get that kind of laugh that you'll get from a movie that you're going to see any other time of the year. So,
Yeah. So at the risk of being cheesy, I mean, I really love the Christmas season for the idea of it's the idealized version of humanity, right? It's the idea that we can be nice to each other, we can care about each other, and children are usually the focus of these stories because that's basically, I hate to say it, but humans just get like worse as they grow older. Like we begin life, and as kids we have this idea that like anything is possible, and maybe Santa is real, and this is this magical person who flies around the world in one night and gives presents and is just nice to people as long as they're deserving of being nice. And there's also a morality tale in that if you're not nice, you don't get presents. And great, okay, that's all wonderful. And then like as we grow older, then it's like, well, there's nobody who can do that, obviously, because there's time zones involved in different religions, and it's friggin' summer in the southern hemisphere, so fuck you, Kale, you're busy celebrating on a beach while we're freezing our asses off. All these things, like,
take care, Kimmy. Great to see you.
So much of Christmas comes back to, yes,
great to see you, Kimmy. Take
love
care.
Love that, by the way. Thank you, Kimmy. But so much of Christmas, all these stories always come back to the children's perspective of Christmas, because it's either like it's a movie about grown-ups who forget what Christmas is all about, like Elf, or it's a bunch of kids who have to teach crusty grown-ups, do you remember what it's like to be a kid and like what it really matters? So everything is always focused around like the child's version of the world in general. Like the best version of ourselves we can be is who we are as kids. So even this movie that isn't like beating you over the head with like, there's a morality tale here that no matter how bad your life is, there's still a good person inside of you, and you'll remember that if you just think about this through the eyes of a child. And now you just had this depressive drunk who was like, you know what? I don't want to be mean to this kid. And then he made like better choices. It's really that easy. I kind of got myself sidetracked, but that's why I love the Christmas season in general, is this idea that, yeah, humanity can be good to each other. And we all start out that way if you just remember how you started out.
Well, and you're not wrong, dude. I mean, and I'm sure we'll talk about this more on our next episode, because we're going to be a week shy of Christmas at that point. But
yeah,
I was at the grocery store today, and they had the Salvation Army, the guy, out there, and thankfully
grocery store, because I haven't seen them yet.
Giant Eagle in Wadsworth, man. 6 minutes up the road from me.
Yeah.
But thankfully now they're letting them in the lobby instead of making them stand outside in the cold. So that's awesome. But and I got to say this, by the way, I'm so glad they got with the modern times, because I was always a big, back when cash was king, I would always get a few bucks out when I was doing my self-checkout, and always, no matter if I'd done it 10 times, I would do it again. Like every single time I go to the grocery store, I put in a few bucks. Mm-hmm. Well, then, now that, you can't really get cash out when you're doing self-checkout. I'd have to walk past it. I don't have cash. Well, now they're doing the tap thing. And it's like, and they've got like,
Cool.
I think $5, $10, and $25 denominations or something. And so I've gotten to walk out and, just like tap the card. And I love that they do that because, oh, and one thing they did today, and then I'll get back to my point. They had left bucket and right bucket. It's a competition. So you know which one I took. I looked at the guy. I'm like, dude, lefties are always right. So I tapped my card and, $5. And, but yeah,
that's not political, by the way. We're both left-handed.
Yes, that is yes. Sorry. I'm glad you said that, by the way, because people are like, wait a minute, they're political.
It's dumb that we have to say that, but yeah,
I know. We were talking about things you can't say that were in the movie. Yeah, yeah. Look at Eddie. Personally, I'm not a fan of this time of year or season, but it's more because of the lack of sunlight. Come on, Ed. Come on now, man.
I'm
Lots
with him
of
on
great
that
stuff
one.
happened to the Christmas season. Stop it.
Well,
but then again,
I'm only with him because I don't like the lack of sunlight. Yeah,
I could care less. I love this time of year. So, but anyway,
I'm solar powered.
Yeah. I was at the store today, and I walked in. Was walking out, and the guy was there and ringing the bell. So I tapped my card and gave my little donation to the left bucket or whatever. And it's just and the thought always crosses my mind every December, and it's like it's exactly what you just said. It's like people are a little nicer. They're just kind of and they're a little softer, they're a little more tolerant, and it's like I just always think like, why can't you be that way all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Like it shouldn't take a special occasion to remind you to be a good person. You know what I mean? And it's like, and then I think about things like, as I was walking out, I was like, pulling the curtain back. I mean, this, like my wife and I, we live paycheck to paycheck. I mean, we have a house and all that kind of stuff like that. We're doing fine, but I'm trying to pay off debt and everything. I could be further ahead at 49 years old. I'm not poor in any way, but it's, can I donate to charity all the time? Like, no. I gotta kind of take care of the family. And you of all people know my outlook on things. I will donate to animal charities. I will not donate to people charities because my belief is people can take care of themselves. Animals cannot. That's just my whole, homeless pets thing. It's what I'm passionate about. But this time of year,
you donate.
Yeah. But this time of year, I always give to Salvation Army. And as I was walking out today, I had the same feeling that I have every time. I just think about Christmas, and it's like I think about, I'm worrying about paying off my credit cards. I'm worrying about, should I up my 401k? Like, oh my God, I got to save more money. And there's people that can't even have a fucking Christmas. And it's like,
yeah,
it's like it. And it sounds so stupid that a little $5 donation here and there would make you feel that way. And it's sad that a little $5 donation should make people feel that way, because I wish the world was a better place. But I mean, you get what I'm saying here? It's like, it's
oh yeah.
It's, so I'm completely with you. It's a crazy time of year, but it's a beautiful time of year. And I just wish people would spread that out, throughout the rest of the year. It's unfortunate that doesn't happen,
Yeah, if we were doing our job as podcasters and YouTubers, we would be asking people to like, share, subscribe, hit up the Patreon, blah 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 blah. If there's any way that you were intending to spend money on us, like, hey, you want to buy a t-shirt? Great. Instead of buying a t-shirt, how about you take that $20, $23, whatever TeePublic sale is on right now, and give it to a dog rescue or hand it out to a stranger that looks like they need it. Whatever it is. Like, we don't need it nearly as bad as anybody else that I just listed needs it. So yeah, that's the spirit of the season, right? Like, even a random act of kindness, like the dumbest thing. Like, I go to the gas station down the street to get coffee a few times a week, and sometimes I buy like 5 coffees. I just prepay it and be like, hey, the next 4 people that walk up, their coffee's free. Because you don't know how that's going to like spread.
Yeah.
Just do something nice for somebody else simply because you have the ability to do something nice.
Yep.
Whatever it may be. Shovel
Dude,
someone's driveway, or like I said, buy them a coffee, donate to a charity, put in time at a nursing home, whatever you can think of. Just be nicer to other people, and we'll all end up better for it.
100%. 100%. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, like, I have a personal, Miranda says, you're giving pink elephants to a lot of people, John. Miranda, you're the best. Yeah, I mean, the whole pay it forward thing is an interesting concept because, you know, I was in a McDonald's drive-thru one time, and it's like I was.
Sorry.
All right, go ahead and
Punchline hit I did not pass my lips. It only went in here. So anyway,
sorry. Yeah.
You and McDonald's drive-thru. Continue.
Yes, but no, I was going to work, and it was Christmas season, and I didn't think anything of it. But I ordered, you know, I actually had ordered for myself and 2 coworkers, so it was like a $20 McDonald's order. But when I get up to the window, you know, I hold out my card and say, "Oh, the person in front of you paid for you." I was like, "Yeah, but it's like $25 or $20 or whatever," and they're like, "Nah, like, no, it's, you know, he just asked that you pay it for it." So I lived it, you know, and I immediately was like, "All right, well, I'll pay for the person behind me." And they said, "Okay." She said, "That'll be $2.69." I said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, they got 1 sandwich." And I was like, "Wait a minute." And she said, "And a senior coffee."
Oh, geez.
And I was like, "All right, you know what? No. Can I buy a gift card here or do something?" Like, she said, "Yeah." So I bought a $50 gift card and said, you know, I'll cover his thing, but, or his or her, I couldn't see. And I bought a $50 gift card for the person behind me, you know, because it was like, you know, they were obviously, if it was $2.69 and a senior coffee, they didn't have a lot, you know? So I ended up buying like a big old gift card for that person, because if, you know, I mean, I if you extrapolate it out, $2.69 and a free coffee, they're getting, you know, quite a bit of stuff. So I just figured, okay, you know, and even if it stopped there, I was like, well, you know, yeah. So yeah, I mean, the whole pay it forward thing is incredible, and it's, and thankfully, dude, you know what? I've had it happen other times, like not at Christmas, and it's kind of a beautiful thing to see. And I wish it wasn't. I wish it was kind of more common. Like, I wish it wasn't so, oh my God, this just happened.
Yeah, because
You know?
it's December, I'll be nice to people. Why?
Yeah. Yeah. But it is nice to see that there are some people that still, they do it throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's awesome, man. Like one last story, and then, you know, we'll get out of here. But God, what was it? It was back in October, actually. It was right before I was driving to Columbus for the Dream Theater show. And I had been followed by a cop going to work in Rocky River for the last like 5 minutes of my drive.
Yeah.
And I was like, why is he following me? Like, and he followed me into the parking lot at work, whatever. And I parked, like, what the hell is that? So 2 days later, I was home, you know, here, and I was like, man, I want a maple donut. There's a bakery shop right up at Town Square, which, you know, my wife and I live like 3 minutes from the center of town here.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm going to go get a donut. So pull out on the street and get to the first traffic light, and there's a cop, and he's following me. Okay, whatever. I don't think anything of it. It's just, you know, there's cops around. And I turn left at the traffic light and go to pull into the parking spot in front of the donut shop. The guy puts his lights on. I'm like, what the fuck? Well, long story short, I hadn't updated my tags. I don't know how I forgot to do it, but I didn't renew my tags. And I was like, man, oh man. So went through the whole thing with the officer, who's amazing, you know, and I have no points on my license, no warnings, no warrants, anything, you know, nothing like that. So I said, thank you for it. He's like, sorry to bother you. I'm like, no, thank you, man. I'm driving to Columbus, you know, tomorrow. Like, He's like, yeah, Stadies would have nailed you. I'm like, fuck yeah, they would have. So in any case, I go in and, I go to get my donut and I say to the women, like, I'm so sorry, like, took up a parking spot. The cop blocked in a parking spot that someone could have taken. I took business. I apologize. And they said, what happened? So I explained the story. So I get my donut and I grabbed a chocolate milk for Steph. It kind of surprised her when she gets home. She loves chocolate milk. And they were like, no charge. And I was like, what? I'm like, nah, man, you had a rough morning. Like, no, we feel bad for you. I was like, really? It's just like, no, don't worry about it. So
cool.
I'm off work.
It's so cool.
Well, and I'm off work for the last 2 weeks of the year. And I'm going to go up there one morning, like 7:30 in the morning when, people are in there getting their coffee and their donuts and stuff. And I'm going to pay for about 10 people, just kind of sit there and swipe for people. And I'm going to tell them I'm doing this because you guys got me a donut and a chocolate milk. You didn't have to. I mean, it's only like $4 or something, but just that kind of thing. I would like to pay it forward, and I would like you guys to be here when it happens, and just, maybe, the good juju will continue. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know where we can go from there. So,
I can't top that. So we should probably wrap up.
On that note, we'll close up shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about our next episode? We definitely know exactly what's going to happen on December 17th.
Yes. So December 17th, our normal time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, all of our regular locations. It is actually the Nerf Herder Council's 10th anniversary show. It might be 10 years to the day. We'll have to check the actual day, AJ, but our very first episode was mid-December 2015. And we were, I don't remember if we were doing actually reacting to The Force Awakens or doing something else, but man, it is 10 years of the Nerf Herder Council. And so we are going to be just basically celebrating. I don't know, AJ.
All kinds of fun stuff. It's crazy to think one, it's been 10 years, but also that technology has advanced to the point that I've been doing a lot of AI shit. So
yeah,
actually, after 10 years of this, 200 plus episodes, we don't even remember what we talked about. But if you upload all the MP3s of the show into a language model and then ask it the questions, you get a lot of information. So we have some AI stuff and some retrospectives and just a general hangout. So we're winding down the year. We're going to go into 2026 at light speed. We're not winding down the show by any means, but we're just going to pump the brakes a little bit on the next episode and just have fun.
Yeah.
Whatever. It would be a fan hangout, except it's a Wednesday and some of us might have to go to work in the morning, but yeah, we're just going to have fun. Feel free to have a libation or two. Talk whatever trash you want about the show. It's been 10 years. We can take it. It's fine.
Yeah. And we're also, speaking of AI, AJ managed to corral an AI podcast talking about the Nerf Herder Council. I believe you said it was 13 minutes long.
Yes.
And we are going to play that for you guys, and we are going to react to an AI podcast about our own show. So, we took a bunch of quizzes, AI quizzes about our own show on Thanksgiving night. After all the cleanup was done and everything, AJ and I hung out and drinking some beer. Drinking some beer. There we go. That was good.
Good.
Drinking
awesome. Yes.
Yeah. So we were drinking some beer and taking some AI quizzes of the show, and it was really, really funny to kind of see what we remember about the show, what we don't. Some things were obvious, like which host said this, and I think the smart comments were obviously AJ's, and you obviously know which ones are mine. But yeah, so in any case, AJ managed to drum up a 13-minute AI podcast that talks about the Nerf Herder Council. So we're gonna react to it. We haven't listened to it, so it's gonna be a live react.
The first episode was December 23rd. 2015.
Okay.
So we're going to be a week shy of 10 years. Close enough.
Exactly. and you look at that.
Okay.
God damn.
Joseph Ryan asked a question. Can the AI pretend to be Steve? I think so, but we haven't gotten his permission. So
Yes. That would be good.
You can absolutely voice clone him. I'm sure we've got way more than enough recordings that we can make a voice clone of him, but
can we voice
yeah,
clone Casual Vader?
Oh, absolutely.
We do it.
Is that a challenge?
We're trying to get Steve on, guys, but he actually has family plans that night. So we're going to send him the link. So he may bomb the show at some point.
Yeah,
if he's able.
We're trying to shame him into showing up. Yes.
Yeah, but we'll see. For those of you who don't know, Steve was actually the original third host of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And man, he only dropped off 4 years ago or something. But he was on there for a good more than half of our time. So
right. Yeah.
So, but in any case, guys,
we have
so yeah,
218 episodes, 219 now, and he was on 105 of them. So yeah, basically half the show.
Yeah. And
I hate to say we lost Steve to COVID, but yeah, we lost Steve to COVID.
Right.
He's still alive. He's just not doing the show anymore.
That was dark. Kind of fits into the theme tonight.
Hey,
look at Joseph Frank. Can the AI pretend to be JT? Then JT can talk to himself. I would love to do that.
You know what? The nerd in the audience that's asked both those questions probably knows more about AI than we do. So I think he could set that up.
What would I sound like if I talked to myself? I mean, I do it in my head every day, but
right.
So, all right. But anyway, so we've been going on for a while here, man. So, all right. Yeah. So we will be right back here on Wednesday, December 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And it is the Nerf Herder Council 10th anniversary show. Like I say, we're actually going to live react to an AI podcast that talks about our show. So that ought to be good. And we're just
don't worry, it's only 13 minutes. We won't have that much material. We'll actually talk instead of listening to AI talk about us.
Yes. And yeah, we're just going to kind of go through our favorite moments of doing the show. And, just like AJ said, have fun. And honestly, we're just going to talk about having the show because, the whole reason we started this damn thing was for us to hang out. I mean, it was literally an excuse for AJ and Steve and I to hang out. And, I literally can still picture where I was when we came up with the idea. We were at Celebration Anaheim 2015, and we were walking along. It was a Sunday night after the convention had, closed, and we were kind of walking and kind of, oh man, in that funk after, Celebration closes. And the green, security fence was to the left of us, and we're walking down the sidewalk, and we're going, what if we did a podcast? Everyone has a podcast. And it took several months, but we did it. So we're going to talk about it.
We're wildly unpopular, but we're still here.
Exactly. And we will talk about like what our original goal for the show was, which is awesome. Which we did record, and somewhere it's out there, but we decided, let's not release that. But in any case, all right, guys. So we're gonna close up shop, and again, our 10th anniversary show will be in 2 weeks on December 17th, Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time at all of our usual locations. If you are watching on YouTube on our channel or that of the Virtual Cantina Network, please don't forget to click the like button, click the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so that you are notified every time we go live. As always, guys, we are brought to you by Audible. Go to audibletrial.com/NHC for your 30-day trial and a free audiobook download. If you would like some awesome Virtual Cantina Network swag, just go to tpublic.com/user/virtual-cantina. And if you would like to rock some kick-ass customizable Nerf Herder Council gear, just go to shop.nerfherdercouncil.com. Guys, until next time, which is our 10th anniversary show. Don't know if we've told you that before. I am your host, JT. He is AJ.
At Drake Adams 579 on Blue Sky and Twitter.
There we go. And guys, we'll catch you next time. And if we don't say it next time, very Merry Christmas. But we will.